So, like always.
Well, Coach, your, I guess, initial just comments on the game and looking back, I mean, obviously a dogfight, and you knew it would be no matter what, fourth time between these two teams.
Yeah, no, I think especially in the second half, we did a great job of just battling. I mean, we got down by 15 against a great team, and I don't know what we cut to. I think to 4, you know, and then then they make some free throws, and you're just scrapping. But we just never thought we were out of it. We just truly believed that there was a way to get back in, and we just inched away. And I think the way the first half was kind of played is why I wasn't excited about having to come and play, where we just beat somebody on the home court last week, and where I think the injustice of the selection process kind of bit us in the butt a little bit, because they wanted to get us. I mean, we just beat them on their home court, so it's hard to come back. And I think they had that little bit extra motivation as it started out that way in the game.
More or less, well, more physical than you thought it would be, because it got pretty physical there throughout the game. I mean, and not that was a surprise, but there was a lot of people laying on the floor at different points tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that, so we're not supposed to...
Just in the general tenor of the game, was the game more physical than you expected? Not how it was refereed. Was it more physical than you expected?
It's more physical than it's been allowed to be all year, so yes, it was more physical than I expected.
Okay. Jessica, I felt like you had a really strong game tonight. You came in and gave some really important minutes off the bench. Talk about how your role kind of came in and out tonight.
It's fine. I mean, we're in the tournament, and no one wants to go home. And I was going to give everything I had tonight for this team, because it is honestly the neatest group of girls I've ever played with my entire life. Everyone, I wasn't going to not work my hardest. I didn't want to leave anything, you know, off the court. And I thought the girls did a great job. Everyone worked hard together. But mostly it was just not wanting to die. No one wants to die in the tournament. We just want to keep playing together. And I'm so grateful for the time that I've had with these ladies, and I was going to do everything that I could to keep playing and step up and have a role.
Katara, you guys had a great fan base that was behind your bench and a little bit on the other side. What was it like? Obviously, you knew it was going to be an inviting, you know, not a great environment, but it must have been nice to have some good familiar faces and voices behind you.
Yes, it's always nice to have support here, and I mean, some of the benefits was being so close to home that our families and our friends could come support us, so that was one of the nice things about playing here. And you know, they are a part of what picked us up in the second half too. They're cheering and their motivation, so we really appreciate that.
It's too bad that we had 3 quality teams from our conference all in the same bracket that ended up knocking one another out in order to get somebody. It shouldn't be that way. We should all be in the same bracket.
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
Coach,
So write the NCAA for us.
you know, just another night in the Northwest Conference?
Yeah. Pretty much. You know, I mean, I think everybody knows, you know, it's 2 really high caliber teams who've played each other a lot and know each other, and you know, and it was kind of the boxing match in the sense of where we're going to go toe to toe, and no one was going to back down in that game. And you know, I'm just really proud that we took some big punches and that we stayed on our feet and fought back.
Yeah, I think you got it to 2 at one point. Even you were right there on the doorstep. And talk inside the huddle there in that last 4 minutes where you guys were both teams taking timeouts finally got used in this bracket of the tournament, where you're really trying to set up some strategy and get yourselves some opportunity. What kind of things were you communicating with your group inside there? That you can say, okay.
No, not even that. I'm trying to remember what I talked about, to be honest, because there were so many of them. And what this kind of, I mean, we were just talking about that you just have to keep trying to make plays, and we do a drill. It's a stop. It's called stop, score, stop, and our team always goes back to that you got to get a stop, and if you get a score, and that's how you inch away, and how we're going to get that stop, and you know, and then down the stretch, who are you going to foul? And we tried to foul the right person and hit her like 3 times, and then. You know, so just those kind of things, and just trying to get the strategy, and then like, hey, if it's this score, we need to try to get to the basket. If it's this, we need to try to get a 3, and that we need to try to get things early. I mean, it was just things. I mean, I don't think there was a whole lot new. I think we kind of at this point in the season are pretty prepared for things, and so it was just kind of keeping us calm and focused on what we needed to do. I mean, do you guys have anything different on that? I mean, honestly.
No, just maybe like press breaks to make sure we get the ball in. Just simple things. Make sure we box out. plays.
And stops attacking. Offensively, we were trying to attack and get some looks, and then just get stops.
We knew that they had the disadvantage with the fouls. Some of them had 4 fouls and stuff like that, so attack the basket.
Coach, the last 2 weeks, tough loss at Lewis and Clark. Then the conference tournament comes, win at George Fox, win at Whitman, come back here, beat George Fox again. You know, you're down 2 with 33.7 seconds to go. A 17-point lead is melted to 2. I'm sure there was a sense that we can, you know,
We can do this, yeah.
it's right there. We can keep this thing going. I mean,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
run has been remarkable.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it's not ironic. I think it's a big, our seniors always choose our theme for the year, and they chose the theme Believe. So I mean, that was kind of, for me as a coach, really a nice thing to be able to like always just bring back into a timeout, or like, hey, we've cut this. It's, we can believe we can do this. We just have to get a stop here and then get a, come down, and we'll take a timeout depending on the score, or we'll do this. And, and so I don't think we ever, I know I never doubted, and I don't think our team ever doubted that we had a chance to win that game.
Our seniors did a great job this year with that thing, believing. I mean, we never doubted each other, and they did a great job being leaders. I mean, it's easy to follow when you know that your leaders have faith and they believe and they don't doubt themselves. They did a great job leading us. They're excellent people. Not only are they great players, but they are great people, and so it's easy to respect one another. And when you respect your leaders so much and your teammates so much, you don't want to lose, you don't want to die, you just want to keep playing for one another. And I think that is one of the reasons our team was so successful, is because we loved each other with all our hearts, and we wanted to play for each other all season.
And that's why it's also so hard to take this loss.
Yeah.
Well, and after getting your first NCAA win last night, it's like it's sitting right there too. I mean, this has been a historic year, would you say, for the program? Is that a fair statement from that standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, our goal kind of right now is to always make every year a historic year.
Sure.
Try to build and do something new, but absolutely. I mean, it's the first team to go. With this group, most of them played last year, so we went back to back. It's so for sure for our seniors, first NCAA tournament win, first team to ever beat a #1 ranked team. I'm pretty sure SID is not true. I mean, so there's a lot of things that that are really we can hold on to, and down the road we'll look back on and be able to say what was great. Kayla Johnson gets her 1,000th point, things like that. So there's a lot of awesome things that happened this year for our team.
Roy, anything else? You good? Thank you very much.
Thank you.